and welcome back for dig number 2 of the Divination Excavation, and today the topic is the secrets of oracle decks. So I grabbed a few of my decks out here just to show you a little bit different ways that oracle decks work, and I just ordered this one. So at the end of this we're going to draw a card out of this one, and it'll just be a message for the day. That's a lot of how oracle works. You can do readings with oracles, and I combine them with tarot to do the weekly readings, and I'll be doing that with the monthly as well. But oracle decks are really designed as a draw a card for a day style, or to throw 3 of them down and get a little message. Oracle decks are very different in that regard when it comes to the differences between oracle and tarot. Tarot is very much designed to be read in a series of, quite a number of cards to really get a full picture. Oracle deck is a quick idea, a quick spiritual concept or principle, just to give you some food for thought. And it's amazing how oracle messages line up in my life. Very often, I try to do it every day, but sometimes I get too busy, but I will draw a card, and that card will be the perfect message for that day. So this is an extremely powerful tool to just use on a daily basis. So let me get all these beautiful stones and crystals out of the way. Now I'm going to just go over a few details of each of these decks. Now, typical oracle is 44 cards to a deck, but that has changed over time. A lot of modern decks are higher in number. So the Journey of Love deck has 70 cards, and this deck is so expressive. I just got it. I did a review on this. I'll link it at the end. And this deck is such a, it's just a treasure. They're all a treasure to me. So now Magical Times Empowerment cards is another really good draw card and get a message for the day. This artist, Jody Bergsma, is the same artist that created the Spirit of the Animals deck, and I treasure both of these decks. This is way more fantasy, and then this is all animals, and they are amazing. Now the White Light Oracle deck. This deck is the deepest oracle deck I have ever seen, and I will show you why in a moment. And now I brought out soul cards too, because soul cards is very unusual and unique, and soul cards kind of stands in a world all its own, because there is no written message by the creator of this deck. This is purely art. It's extremely expressive. I did a review on this as well. I will put the reviews in end screens at the end of this video for these 2 reviews. This deck is fabulous in the regard that it's completely intuitional. It really pushes you to look at the picture and keep that picture in your mind for the day and allow the message to come through. This is a very good intuitional practice deck. So the secrets of oracle are that they can align you spiritually and keep you plugged in. We've got all this negativity coming at us all the time through people and attitudes and the news and programming and just all this stuff coming at us, and I get overwhelmed with that, and I actually get resentful of so much negativity. And we live in a day and age where the TV, the news, and all that, they get higher ratings from negative coverage, and that to me is tragic. It really is. I would like to see a world where spiritual content gets higher ratings than negativity, but alas, we're not quite there yet. I think we are headed in that direction. At least I am. And the more of us that are headed in that direction, we pull from the collective consciousness, and we're able to use tools like the Oracle decks and the tarot and all different kinds of spiritual practices, meditation, I Ching. We'll be going into both of those in this excavation as well. But the more of us that do this stuff, the more powerful the positive becomes. So let's dig into this for a minute. I'm just going to spend a little time on each deck because I do the reviews. So, but this is really cool. This is very expressive. Let's just flip these over. I have not shuffled these, but you could use this. Let's say this is the card for today. Fire and ice. So able to blend. When I see this card, and I'm just going to give you my intuition, and I invite you to pull your intuition as well. When I see this card, this to me says balance. You know, fire and ice coming together, two polar opposites coming together to find balance within itself. We each and every one of us have a dark side, and to make peace with that dark side and to balance that dark side and to allow that dark side to have a voice within us, because the dark side needs to be heard. I'm not saying that we're going to go out and act on bad negative things. I'm just saying give all aspects of yourself a voice so that you know, the balance can come, because when we're suppressing things, then they just keep bubbling up and they keep creating problems in all different areas of our lives. So that's just off the top of my intuitional thinking for this card, balance, for today. So this is an example of how you would use a oracle card. And then of course you can definitely go and check out the review of that. Now, the message is very short and sweet in this deck, and it gives you an opportunity to really get in there with your intuition. And I think the more we each practice using our intuition, the stronger, more rounded people we become. So those decks are very valuable. Now this deck here, the Magical Times deck, very fantasy, lots of dragons. Let me pull you in a little. This deck here has a longer message. Okay, cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust this powerful process. I love to go through, and I do this with my daughter now. We just started it it's been a few months now, but I will take a deck. And I started it with this one because I wanted to learn this deck. So I will take a picture and text her a picture a day, a card a day. So you can do that with your friends. It's a very powerful practice. But these cards are truly designed to take this idea and use it throughout your day. And of course you can shuffle and just pull one. You can also, with message cards like this, another thing you can do, and you can do this with any deck, but sometimes it just becomes too much information with the oracle for one day. But let's say, okay, so I'm gonna take this one, gentleness. Let's just flip them over. Okay, so you've got journey, dreamer, and gentleness. And I'll leave this long enough for you to be able to pause and read the messages. Get them lined up. Get my ducks in a row here. My goodness, my camera's slightly crooked, so I have to have everything slightly crooked, which is my life. It's totally cool. So you get the idea. You know, you can take these 3 top words and just have those be your words for the day. I prefer to draw one because I have enough problems with ADD. I'm extremely ADD, and it has created all kinds of problems in my life. So for me, to draw one oracle deck a day works best. But that's not to say that it's going to work best for you. You've got to do what works best for you. Now, the White Light Oracle, this is one of the most beautiful decks I own. And it's got a very big book to it. And the creators of this are Alana Fairchild wrote the book, and the artwork is by Andrew Gonzalez. And the artwork is phenomenal. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's just incredible. Okay, I'll just grab a few of these out of here. This is one of my favorite. As an artist, this is one of my absolute favorite decks. The artwork is phenomenal. I'm going to be doing, I'm kind of nervous about doing a review on this because there is some mild nudity in this deck and I don't want to get in trouble. So I need to make sure I'm in alignment. And if you guys know, please comment below for me. But I want to do a review. I may end up doing a partial review. I'm not sure how to handle that yet with this one. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Okay, soul cards. I'm not going to go too deep into this one either. But the point is here, I'm just going to show you a couple of these. This is a complete stretch. This is designed for me. The way I use this deck is this pulls me out of my comfort zone and pushes me to really cultivate my intuition. Okay, so there's a card. Here's another card. We'll do one more. Here's another card. So this deck is really, it's so expressive. There's so much in here. There's so many powerful messages in here. And I am telling you, I just like to draw one a day, like I said. Okay. I do want to show you the spirit animals, spirit of the animals. This is a nice deck. It's in along the same lines as the magical times that you get quite an in-depth. I'm just going to pull them and we're going to get what we get, okay? Let's do, that's the one. This one got singled out. Black bear. Okay, these are nice because it gives you an actual message, and when you're in a hurry in the morning and you just want a message to keep you plugged in, this is a great deck to use. The artwork is absolutely phenomenal. I'm in love with this artist. Black bear, guardian, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love, awaken my intuition, and guide me. So, you know, this is a calling out to our guides, those that we have loved in our life that have passed away. All those people are still with us and they're still guarding over us and watching over us. And this is an invitation to call out to your protectors. So there's so much power to be had in your life. There's so much richness to be had in your life on a daily basis. We get so bogged down with all the crap, you know what I'm saying? And tarot and oracle, especially oracle on a daily situation, is such a great way to add richness to our lives. So now this Enchanted Blossom deck is really phenomenal because it's got little dragons with butterfly wings. But I'm not going to flip through because I am going to do a review on this. I'm just going to pull one card. I'm just going to cut the deck and pull one card for all of us. Truth. Truth, one word, one card. That's the message of the day, truth. Okay, seeing the truth in situations, seeing the truth, telling the truth, hearing the truth, getting perspective out of the way in order to experience the truth. That's kind of how my day goes when I pull a card. I just contemplate the meaning. So this was a very quick little video, and I am so glad that you stopped by to join me today. And please come back. There are 9 digs in this excavation here. So I will wish you the funnest and most enriched day today, and I will see you next time.